Boys, we have one of the craziest drops to MLB The Show that we have ever had in our lives. I keep on getting blown away by the amount of content that's going to be dropped on day one. 97s, 99s, team affinity cards are going to be 92 and 93 off rip. Like, this is an uptick that we've never seen in MLB The Show before. There's going to be 97 and 99 overall World Baseball Classic cards off rip, which is going to be so fun. And some of these 99 overall cards, I mean, that Trey Turner card and the Roki Sasaki that we'll talk about in a little bit, those cards are going to be just as good, if not better, than some of those live series collection cards that you end up getting at the end of the year or halfway through the year or the beginning of the year if you end up spending a lot of money. But you're going to be able to compete with those guys who end up spending $1,000 on day one, because these World Baseball Classic cards, most of them are going to be grindable. You're going to be able to grind these things. They won't be that hard, especially the Team Affinity collections and some of the WBC collections from the moments. It'll be a lot easier than the live series cards will be, and they'll be just as good. So if you're struggling at the beginning of the year like I am sometimes, because I don't necessarily spend that much on day one, you're going to be all right, because these cards are going to be able to keep up with the God Squad. So whenever you're starting your ranks grind, you're not going to be too far behind, and it's going to be okay. Now, before we get into this video, if you guys will do me a big favor going to MLB The Show 23, we're going for 10K subscribers. If you guys hit that like and sub button, I'd really appreciate it. And let's get right into it. Boys, I cannot believe the amount of things that are coming out for 23. It is unreal. I don't know if you guys have been seeing this, but it's been all over Twitter. MLB The Show 23 is set to be the biggest MLB The Show game that we have ever seen. And it's going to have one of the craziest launches that MLB The Show has ever had. We're getting 99s off rip like crazy. If you haven't seen it yet, Roki Sasaki, the Japanese pitcher who started the semifinal game for Japan that's like 101 to 103, gets a 99 overall card with a sinker, a four-seam, a cutter, a forkball, and a slider. He's got 110 hits per 9 on day one. 110 hits per 9 on day one. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. And on top of that, he has 112 pitching clutch, which they said pitching clutch this year is going to be basically your hits per 9 with the runners in scoring position. So it's 112 this year. Oh my gosh. Everybody used to complain about MLB The Show 19, how we used to face Clayton Kershaw from day one till the end of the game. Well, it's going to be no different this year with Roki Sasaki. He's going to be pitching till the very end. This is basically an end-game card, especially when you get this guy P5. He's going to have like 114 hits per 9 with a gross pitch mix and really good control and really good pitching clutch. Like, it's wild to me. I can't believe they're doing that. On top of that, we got Trey Turner, and oh my gosh. Trey Turner this year, 112, 125 contact, 87, 109 for power versus right and left, and max out 125 clutch. So this guy's going to be a madman with runners in scoring position. You can play second, third, and center field. I mean, this is getting crazy. It's getting crazy, isn't it? Day one, I'm going to be facing 99 God Squads. I don't know how we're going to do this. We're going to have to come out with a lot of stub videos on how to get these guys. But, oh my goodness, these program stars and these program guys are going to be in-game off rip, which is just weird. The only thing I'm going to say about this, I don't know how much I like this. And I want to know what you guys think about this, but there's no way that this is going to be good for the game in 3 months. In 3 months, there will be so many 99s you won't be able to count. And I am glad that everybody's going to have a chance to get a 99 overall on day one, or like week 1, week 2, because usually it's just the guys who spend a grand or two and end up finishing live series. So not only are we getting these 99s, but we're getting all the 99s for the collection rewards, and we're getting 99 overall like live series players is what they're saying. With us getting multiple 99 overalls off rip, it makes you really question, is it going to be that good? But I want to know what you guys think. On top of that, we have a ton of Team Affinity cards. These are going to be 92 off rip, and these are going to be really, really fun to play with. But the big program that we are getting on day one is going to be the World Baseball Classic. Now, this is something that people wanted to see in 22, but honestly, it coming in 23 isn't that big of a deal. Some of the 97s that you're going to get are going to be crazy, too. Taiwan Walker getting a 97 overall from Mexico. That card's going to be gross. Yu Chang at first base. That dude's going to have high contact numbers. He's going to be really, really good off rep. Also, Kensuke Kondo. I mean, this dude was kind of an animal. I had no idea who this guy was before the WBC, but he is a dog. Randy Arozarena getting 97 overall. He's going to get a really good clutch rating also, because it's Randy Arozarena. When it's the biggest play of the game, he ends up going crazy. And then to finish off the 97s, you're going to get Yamamoto, who, oh my, there's a lot of these Japan guys, I had no idea who it was, throws flames. But this guy was disgusting. I mean, this dude's splitter, it was just like, it was like a ghost. It was like Kodai Senga's. Oh my, it was filthy. It was awesome. So these are going to be a lot of 97s. I mean, I might have a 95 overall team within the first couple weeks, which is just unreal to me. It used to be the first card that I got every year was 95 overall Mike Trout. But it's not going to be like that this year. I mean, why go after some of these expensive live series cards if you can get pretty much just as good off rip? So honestly, what I'm going to be recommending and what we're going to be going for off launch night is definitely going to be these WBC cards, because they're so much better than a lot of these live series cards will be. Even though they ended up ticking up the live series ratings, and there's going to be inside edge once season goes. And obviously the WBC players will probably get inside edges basically based on how they ended up doing in the WBC. I still don't think that there's a reason necessarily to go after a lot of these live series cards, at least off rip, because they're going to be so expensive. And it's one of those things where why would I go after the live series collection whenever I could go after the WBC collection and get some of the best cards in the game without having to put as much effort and stubs into it. So just kind of keep that in mind. You don't necessarily want to burn all your bridges. I'm not saying don't do the live series collection. I'm just saying it might not be as worth it as it used to be with all of these 97s and 99s. You're going to be able to compete with these 97s, and they're going to be able to compete with those 99 overall God Squad collection guys that end up spending $1,000 on day one. But this is probably one of the most fun starts that we've had to MLB The Show. There's just so much content thrown at me right now, and I could have made this like a 20 to 30 minute long video going over this. And tomorrow I'm going to go over a stub video on how to help you guys day one. I am going to be streaming on launch night. I just won't be streaming that long because I do have to start the next morning. I got a college start that I got to pitch in, so I can't really stay up till 3 a.m. But we will be grinding, so I will be a little bit late to the party. But oh my gosh, this is going to be crazy. This is so much fun, and I'm so excited for MLB The Show 23. Now I made it to the end of the video. Make sure you guys drop a like and a sub if you enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you boys later, and peace.